Hey everybody, and welcome to Graded Point Live. Tonight we have a special guest. We have a Mr. Wyatt Holliday for his indie. Why do you do
For the
that?
love of Christ, Piper.
Why do you?
We aren't MLG yet.
Well, I'm trying to wake up everybody that's been waiting 40 minutes.
That's boomer time. Come on. You got to respect boomer time.
I just, I don't. So Wyatt Holliday with the Indiegogo project Ardanna issue 0. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm doing great.
Oh, I'm great.
Yeah.
That was awkward.
Hi, friend.
Wow.
Hello, people. I am just meeting now. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
This show's actually cool.
But yeah, no. So you got this a project. Okay, we talked about. Yeah, I said I was going to say. Remember, I said I was going to save this one since I used all the good questions and jokes. Wyatt Holliday. Is that your real name?
Well,
You can tell if it's a pen name. That's fine. Just say it's a pen name. You don't have to tell me if it's your real name or anything. I'm just because.
let's just
Because that's an awesome fucking name.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's just Wyatt's my middle name.
Okay. Okay.
And considering the actual danger faced by people that do not use nom de plumes for things that are objectionable, it makes sense that you would choose this. You're part of Comicsgate, right? Or no? Yes. No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
Considering recent stuff, probably a good idea to have a. We're not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But the reason I said okay, so you took, to me it was like, did he take Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday and make it one name? Because
that's cool as fuck.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome as shit.
As you might imagine, there have been a lot of cowboy jokes over the years, and I probably heard them all. So,
but you already told us offline you don't have a cowboy hat and you don't have Longhorns on your car.
No.
And you're not J.R. Ewing.
Yeah.
So he's not going to wake up in the last season and
no, that was Bobby Ewing.
Have it all a dream.
That was Bobby Ewing. That was no. Who was that? What was the name of that character? Anyway, it was Bobby Ewing's wife. That was she had the dream that he had died, and then when she woke up, he was alive in the shower.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the whole thing was Who Shot JR though.
No, Who Shot JR was an actual.
Be a dream, right?
Who Shot JR was real. Bobby Ewing dying was a different thing. That was the dream.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Retcon a whole fucking season. Jesus Christ. I've never had dreams that fucking long. Anyway.
And it was all because of a contract dispute, too. That was the funny thing about it. That was all it was.
So,
it was a freaking contract dispute. Anyway. So, yeah, Ardanna.
So, tell us. Tell us about Ardanna.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are bringing some classic-style fantasy stories to Comicsgate and, comic fans in general. And Ardanna's a warrior in this fantasy world. And as our story begins, she is just beginning her quest to find her father, who's been missing for quite a while now during his own adventure where he was attempting to recover his stolen birthright. And
I was going to say went to the store to get some cigarettes and never came back.
Don't you ever say you reminded me of Papa Anguirus from Godzilla vs. Gigan Abridged. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Let's get to your book. We're going to talk about your book right now. So you got this. All right. I'm just going to overview. The book is nearly complete and delivery is guaranteed. 24 pages, full color. Mm-hmm.
Yep. 24 pages, full color. As I'm pretty sure that the pages are probably on the screen right now.
Oh yeah.
Where he's stabbing the crab guy. And
yeah, I'm scrolling down.
yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I was
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
not watching. I was not watching the video. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, okay, yeah,
So,
okay. I'm at where the crab guy gets stabbed in the face.
Yeah. So this is a world with warriors and evil wizards and demons and all kinds of fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you like things like Conan the Barbarian, the classic guys like Edgar Rice Burroughs, that kind of classic fantasy. Then,
Red Sonja,
yeah, that type of thing for sure. Then this is right up that alley.
Yeah. It's funny because on that page, it's like you had that page where he stabs the crab thing into face, and then the next one is like I guess that's him, Ardanna, and her father. They're talking about the adventure or something that he had.
Yeah. This is actually pages 1 and 2.
Yeah.
He didn't just leave to go get cigarettes and never come back.
Yeah.
He left to get cigarettes, and
what's funny is this part, the final panel of that page. I almost used that for the book for the thumbnail. Because I was going to put it's like that black scroll, and I was like, that'd be a perfect place to put the title for the stream.
yeah, for sure.
But then again, I thought people might want to see grown up Ardanna, so.
Yeah, that's probably probably get more eyeballs that way.
Yeah, and speaking of grown up Ardanna, here she is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She is not lacking in any department. Let's put it that way.
Nope. Yeah, the 3 pages above that are actually pages 1 through 3. We start with a little flashback scene. Because when her father would come back, of course he would tell her of his adventure. Tell her the stories of his adventures and all that.
Yeah.
And but he would usually bring her whatever evidence or proof he had found to to prove their lineage that had been stolen quite some time back. And
right.
And this is just one of those times he's coming back, and we start the story off there, and then that next page is page 6, the one where she's growing up, and
standing there looking good, and got the
getting ready to try to get a guy out of a dungeon to go help. So.
And it's like I like the look on this guy's face. The guy holding the lantern here. He's got this avert your gaze. Do not stare at her booty.
Yeah. Don't look to the left.
Yeah.
Don't look to the left.
If you stare at your booty, you risk death. Because it does look like she would rip his head off easily.
Oh yeah. She'd kill that guy with a lantern. Yeah, easily. So,
but when you say this is issue 0, this is setting it all up, essentially. You got more story to tell. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it that way. It's the introduction to the major characters that are going to be in play. I wanted to get everyone kind of an introduction to the setting itself and all that good stuff, and then that way, and we'll get the story rolling here, and we're just going to move from here. So,
yeah, I like that. Let's see. Okay, let's look at because what I like to do with the campaign, I like to look at stretch goals, and then we look at the tiers, the perks.
Okay, yeah.
So we're looking at campaign goals. So if you hit the $3,500 stretch goal, and that is actually your goal.
Yeah.
So you hit $3,500 to get interior map, a detailed map. The region of the region will be added to the book. That's cool. And then $5,000 is the bookmark. Is it bookmark and stickers? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a double-sided bookmark and 2 stickers. Yeah.
I don't know if
the
you
bookmark
noticed.
was drawn by Simon. So.
Oh, of course. Oh, nice. That's gonna be nice. And I'm gonna point out to you, whatever your next tiers are, be sure to include trading cards because those things are great for some reason.
Absolutely, it's happening.
Yeah, because trading cards seem to be the thing lately. I was like, trading cards, I'll take them.
Yeah, same here, man. I'm all about the trading cards, so you know.
Hey, you want this?
Let's hit those stretch goals, people.
Hey, you want this gold foil trading cards? Do I?
Right? Yeah. Exactly, Lil John.
Oh fuck! That one was.
She did it perfect, and then she wrecked it, and while in like the span of 10 seconds, that was.
I was scrolling through the sounds, accidentally hit one.
So, and I'm gonna. You're the writer, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
So you're the writer, and you have an artist who does the art.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah. The artist, the colorist, and the letter are all separate guys. So yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's a bit of a it's a team to manage.
Mm-hmm. And see, your featured perk is the Ardanna 2-pack where you get both covers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's there's a standard cover and a variant, and you can get both there for 30, and that's our featured perk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then of course Ardanna 0, that's the standard cover for 15.
Yep.
And then the Summer Fun variant, which is 20 for that.
Yeah.
And then what's we got? Okay. Ooh. Oh, so this is the $50 one. Is the 2 variants and a black and white.
Right. Yeah. You get both you get the standard cover and the variant, and then also a black and white variant of the standard cover.
Nice. Very cool. Legends of a New Age, is that
and then for the 75, that's those other 3 plus a virgin cover variant of the beach cover.
Right. So that's like no logos. No logos,
right,
no names,
right.
that kind of thing. Yeah. That's cool.
And then just in case, we have the 2 bulk tiers. One of them is 2 of everything for $125, and the other one's 5 of everything for $250. So
like, hey, comic book shops, if you actually want to stack them in the comic book store, here you go.
Absolutely, yeah. And if they want more than that, I already have them built. I just didn't want to necessarily clutter it up with perks.
Right.
It's it's good to keep it simple if you can. And then but hey, I didn't have too much criticism when I was on Malin's show, so
well, hey,
so I did all right.
You did the smart thing where you had the page count in the first paragraph, which that's a very big pet peeve of his, apparently.
Absolutely. Yep.
Because I know he was going over one guy's book, and he says, "I'm looking for a page count. I don't see a page count." Okay, let me read a little further. I still don't see no page count. How big is this book? What am I paying for?
Yeah, pretty much all he had for me was put the page count at the top because I had it lower in there. And he said, put all your images at the beginning. Yeah. And one other. Oh yeah, I didn't have I had the variant cover where you can see the images for the perks.
Right.
But I didn't have it in the actual description there itself, and why is this cover not in here? And it's like, well, I thought it might, scare people away if they thought, it's a cheesecake cover. It's not like the book's like that, so I wouldn't want people to think
that this is like a porn book or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. It's like PG-13, and that's really going to be due to the violence and the ass kicking. Yeah. So. So yeah, it's just just a cheesecake cover.
Yeah. So the only thing that I'm bothered by is that you don't have an accurate depiction of women. I mean,
well, I have not been to any art shows recently.
You haven't gone to any feminist art shows.
Right.
So you don't have a good reference of.
Yeah, there were no good references. I just had to go with
Yeah, it's got to go with what you knew.
Type.
You went.
Yeah, I had to take a step down and go with the athletic type.
Yeah. Kind of look back at like 90s X-Men and you're like, okay, this will work. Right?
Yeah, right. I just looked at some of the old stuff that worked.
Yeah.
And
sold. Oh, look, things that sold millions of copies. That sounds yep.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah.
Let's not do that and make them fat and out of shape and
Right. Let's put her in a potato sack and call it a day. She's empowered. Woo! Look at that.
Yeah. Piper has a real thing about the whole, that's not an accurate depiction of a female. And like Piper's like, what am I, just fucking dead to you?
Right?
Am I a fucking joke?
Yeah. So much so that now I'm just gonna make a web series about it.
Yeah, that's
Screw it.
probably the best thing.
I'm tired of typing about it.
Yeah, quit typing about it. It's like, all right, here, I'm going to show you why jiggle fixes are real.
Right?
Right. I mean, yeah, I see women like that all the time. It's,
Oh yeah!
right.
That would be what's his name? George Takei. That'd be oh my, Like, Captain, tell me more.
But women like that's what you see when every gathering you go to doesn't include a pink hat. So
yeah.
But yeah. Plus,
Mm-hmm.
let's be real. Look at none of us are ever going to look like Superman.
I mean,
So
maybe Mike, but I've always said no. Well, see, Mike is like what are you like? You're 6'5" and I don't know what your weight is.
6'5" and like 310 pounds.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, if you wanted, and you're not that old, you could do strongman. You just need to work out.
Mm-hmm.
Start picking up. Just go outside and start picking up. Big boulders. Be mundane Matt. You can do it. No, you can.
yeah, boulders, man, boulders. That's the way to do it.
You can never be mundane Matt. Mike, you actually have a personality.
Oh yes. I don't know where it is, but I have it.
But yeah, no, it's like it's kind of. I was talking to Simon last night about this. It's like, hey, you remember when comics were look cool,
Right.
I mean, these covers look great. Both of them. They both look fine. Awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's like I don't get what happened. When was it bad to like look at a pretty woman?
2008.
That's about right.
I want to say.
Yeah. It was 2008 it started, and about 2014 is when it started like getting steam.
Mm-hmm.
What's that one?
Yeah.
What's that one company they make that book? Was it Faith with the fat?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, that's the current Valiant. Yeah.
Yeah, Valiant.
The one with
Yeah.
the one that depicts an actual woman.
the actual accurate depiction of a woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
I remember when they had they did a whole cover with her with Hillary Clinton on it. I'm like, that's gonna age well. That's gonna age well.
And yet she persisted.
And yet she persisted.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be our standard
Anyway.
now. Oh, it's like, and this was like, Mike, you remember this conversation? And this was when we were, it was me, you, and Jason. We were talking about this in 2014. We were talking about comics, and somebody brought up the fact that Squirrel Girl was getting a series. Oh, that's cool. And you went, no, because I didn't know they made changes. The last Squirrel Girl I remember was from New Avengers, right? Where she was
she was pretty neat.
Where she was the babysitter for Luke Cage and Jessica Jones' kid, and she beat the shit out of Wolverine. I was like, that's cool, right?
Yeah.
And she looked feminine. Yeah, she looked feminine, and she was like, and that was the gimmick. The gimmick was like somehow she always won. You don't see how.
Yeah.
It was always off screen.
Yeah. She was a Silver Age character in a gritty comic book.
Yeah. And she was always, whenever she did cool shit, it was always off screen. You never saw her actually win, but she somehow won, and that was the gimmick.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, so when I heard that she got a book, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then, Mike was like, no. I was like, why? He's like, she became a tumblerina. I'm like, oh, no.
they did her dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What was that?
Yeah, I mean, I remember back when she had like not that leather jacket deal now, but the it was kind of like the fuzzy swimsuit looking thing.
Oh, the fursuit?
Yeah, the little,
yeah,
yeah.
Like I thought she was amusing at that, at that time, and yeah, I
No,
don't know
I
about
like her
now.
with the bomber jacket instead, but
Why did her shape change?
yeah,
Why did she become dumpy and
she became a blob with downs. Like, why?
I knew a girl like
Yeah,
that.
right.
I remember
And also on Myth.
I'm sorry. But I remember somebody took a shot of like the art they were using, for her, Marvel was using, and they said an actual paid artist for Marvel Comics, and then somebody took a screen next to it, and it was like, this like basically the same design but look cute, and then it said some autist on 4chan, not artist, autist, some autist on 4chan.
Yeah.
I was like, God, I said, you got amateurs who can draw your shit better than your so-called professionals, like.
Marvel pissed off Japan, the Japanese market with that one.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Because the cover they gave it for over in Japan
Was like
was her all super cute and anime looking, kind
When
of.
they open the book and it's Tumblr.
And, yeah, and it's that shitty Down syndrome, whatever the fuck art.
Are we just going to
one
call
with
it
the
Squirrel
big
Girl
nose?
Downs Girl now? Yeah, Downs Squirrel now. Or
You know what? That might work best.
oh man.
It's been inclusive as fuck.
And as Seth says in the chat, why her shape changed from panel to panel in the same page? And she always had that weird, like the way they depicted her in that book. She had to have like this weird walk.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm talking about. They always showed her like she's supposed to be walking towards the thing or something like that, but it always looked like like she broke her hip.
Yeah.
It's like I get there in the morning, Sonny.
Like it only got worse when they involved other like characters. Because they involved Thor.
Oh God, remember the Galactus?
Oh God.
There's Thor.
Duh.
You remember the Devourer of freaking worlds?
The one with the
She
big flat
beat him
nose.
by lecturing him on pronouns.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just putting it.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on screen so everybody can see it. I mean, there's no okay, what? There's no inking. There's no detail here. This character has no
What?
pupils.
What is that?
Yeah.
And
Hey, whoever
there's
you are, don't come to me looking for work.
and I'm sure you can pay a good rate too, right? Like
Yeah.
Well, some people said, and I don't know if it's true, but I know people have brought up her, because I think it was a girl, or they brought up her other art, and her stuff is actually really good. And so, rumor was the reason it looks like crap here is one, Marvel kind of asked it to look like crap, and two, Marvel was giving her crap pay, so she was giving them crap work on purpose.
Oh, right. Yeah. If you only.
I mean, look at
They're
that.
like, Marvel's gonna get what they pay for. Then they're not gonna
Yeah.
get my
Right.
good stuff.
God, Galactus looks so bad. Now remember, this is the character, that, intimidates
Look at her face.
the
Look at
multiverse. And her face, oh my God, it's like
like I said, man, like
I don't
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Lena Dunham will in fact be perfect to play her.
And why is that? Okay, in the first panel, why is that weird? Why has Galactus got this weird little grin? Look at this.
right?
I mean, you try to smile like that.
No
Man.
lie, I just tried to, and it definitely looked like I was about to do something creepy.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I was looking at something in chat. Take that image down. Take it down, it burns. Let's see.
Hey, Simon's in the chat.
Yeah, hey,
Simon.
what's up, Simon?
You know what hurts? It's like looking at other pictures of Squirrel Girl, and I'm glad that they exist. Because look at that. Look at that.
All right,
That's some fucking palate cleanser right there.
Let me bring it up for.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, isn't that the Japanese cover too?
I don't know.
I think it is.
I'd have to see it.
It's in the general.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, shit. I am.
You were in the wrong
I
chat
pushed.
too.
Whoops. You know what? Whatever.
Mm-hmm. But I think that was the Japanese cover that they used.
I'll be able to tell you in a second.
Mm-hmm. That looks pretty. I mean, it looks good. I like how this stream was supposed to be talking about Wyatt's book, and we start talking about Squirrel Girl.
Oh, that's
True.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, that wasn't the Japanese cover, but that is freaking cute.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
mean-
still got the same, like, I think, like the personality to it that they were going for, maybe,
Yeah.
but done well.
Yeah. Well, it's like, Wyatt, I think you'd agree when it comes to live streams, you kind of fold into your topics, because you don't want.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's like stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll eventually wander back to that part where we were like building go karts with our ex landlords, but
Yeah.
You don't know where you were going with that, do you?
but eventually the dream will make sense.
Well, the whole thing
the
was
stream.
like, that the art on your book is like 100 times better than quote
Yeah.
professionals at. And I'm sure your dialogue is be better than what in the Great Ministration are you doing here?
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, America
Yeah.
Chavez.
Yeah, just for the record, yeah, there's no agenda or political nonsense in my book. We'll go ahead and clear that up.
Or actual menstruation.
Oh yeah!
And my protagonist is a female character, and but I don't have to make all the male characters look like bumbling buffoons just to make her look good. I just know how to write the shit.
Yeah.
So
And also on top of that, it's like, it's like you were talking about with the female protagonist. It's like, and also, let me guess, there's not going to be any scenes of just sitting down and eating a meal and then going to the bathroom and then,
nope,
because
none of that.
I want to know who's the editor at Marvel who thought, okay, guys, hear me out, okay? Everybody eats and everybody poops, okay? But we never see the superheroes eating and pooping. I think we should show the superheroes eating and pooping. Next thing you know, superheroes are eating and pooping. I think we had this conversation with Simon
those
last
types
night.
of scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those types of scenes, man. It's like, it's, to me, it seems like the writer trying to prove to somebody how deep they can be. No, just tell a good story, man. You don't have to put the characters at the breakfast table and have them talk about some nonsensical topic that has nothing to do with the story, just to show that you know something about it. No one reads this book to know how smart you are.
Yeah. I mean,
My theory is that they didn't know they needed so many pages, and they didn't know how to get to the pages.
I've got 22 pages. What the hell am I supposed to do with that?
I only thought up enough plot for 5.
Like let me tell you what happened in, like, I think it was like one of the like it was a few months ago, issue of Iceman. Putting aside the whole making him gay for whatever reason. So the book opens.
Yeah, it took him 60 years to figure it out.
Yeah, 60 whole years, and he's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna let you know, despite all of the women that I've plowed." and I mean, I really got in there.
Wait.
Oh
I need you to find one of Hulk Hogan going, "What you gonna do, brother?" Just to round it out.
I'll put that on the list.
Yeah. Just so you have it rounded out so you can have a little Hulkster, you know? Like, oh, you also need Ric Flair going, woo!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to have the flair, man.
Nice. All right.
But, no. So what I was saying is,
back,
like,
Rick.
what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, you know, besides the whole gay thing. So this issue opens that, you know, Iceman finds out that, you know, Mr. Sinister has been one that's been kind of fucking with him, you know?
Yeah.
And he's all pissed off. He's, I'm going to kill him. Blah, 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 blah. And then this girl comes out of nowhere. It's like, remember, Bobby, you should eat something. And they sit down and eat.
What?
Then
Objection, indeed.
Yeah. And then he goes to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
And then later on, when he's getting ready to go fight, you know, that's pretty much something. When he's getting ready to go actually fight Sinister, it shows him like he made himself an ice scooter, and he's eating a hot dog while he's like scooting around.
Oh my God! Did he have toilet paper stuck to his foot?
No, I didn't see none of that. But still, it's like, dude, like,
God.
I think the worst part about it's not just that they made Iceman gay, is they made him stereotypically gay. Right?
Oh right.
Well, yeah.
He went from just like Bobby Drake, normal run of the mill, red blooded, guy, to like, I am fabulous. So
Mhm. It's like, yeah, right. It's like,
Which is dumb because there's no more blatant a way to say, yeah, this is a token. We needed to check something off. We don't actually know how to write homosexual people as people.
yeah.
yeah, right. That's his. Yeah, then you make that his most defining aspect.
Yeah.
And forget, like we said, 60 years of history of the character, and it's like, yeah, man. I don't know. I kind of question whether some of these people even read comics before they got into comics.
That's a good
Just
point.
somebody else tells him he's gay, and then all of a sudden he's wearing rainbow everything.
Right?
Did they base Iceman on Cab? Well, yeah.
Gosh, I mean, imagine the reaction if it had been a guy going, "Hey, you know,
You're a lesbian, duh.
Yeah.
Aw.
Hey, Gene. You know you're a lesbian, right? Wait, what? Yeah.
Right.
Now go over there and kiss Psylocke. That'll be hot.
Because I just told her
Right.
it was one too.
Yeah. So and y'all obviously are gay for each other. So and I want to watch.
Mhm. Yeah, that needs to be the character, the one that just goes around. Hey, you're a lesbian, right? He just does it to everybody.
Yeah. See, that's I will say at least they gave themselves an out that if they wanted to reverse that, they could, because they could just say it was like Gene just being a bitch and
Yeah.
manipulating, Bobby's mind and shit like that. But
Right.
Jean Grey is gay. Jean Grey is gay. I mean, with the Phoenix Force, she's totally flaming. Insert monkey wrench shot dot gif Piper. Thank you.
I'm on it.
So I'm on this shit. I got it. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
No accidental button presses this time.
Ooh, who's the furry? LOL. Well, that's Piper.
Hi.
Go support Ardanna now if you want to. Okay, hold on. Let me do this.
Should probably go back to
Well, no, it's fine. I'm gonna do this. I'm sure you don't mind. There you go. I made Simon a moderator so he can shill it in the chat. I forgot to put the. I am so stupid.
Yep.
I forgot to
Yep,
put it
you
in
are.
the thing. I sure did. Wow. Wow. I will fix that later. Yep. I am a terrible host. I'm going to go end it all now. It is time to get the hell out of here, and no, I'm kidding. Gene was a dorky and straight as Scott. I mean, I would say Scott had the personality of a baseball bat, but
Yeah.
but that's not Scott's fault. That's just the way it is. Hey, Wyatt. You remember when superheroes were actually, superheroes? Remember that?
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah, when not really. That was a cool time, right? Like,
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I grew up. I was pretty young in the '80s, but so really my heyday was the '90s. But man, the stuff from
Mhm.
like the '80s and '90s was so freaking cool.
yeah,
And even I'm into golden and silver age stuff too a lot. So
Yeah.
of
well,
course.
even then, the women look like women, and men look like men, and they fought bad guys. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Ethan Van Sciver makes a great point on his show about. He uses Superman as his prime example. The whole thing about Superman is when shit is totally going off the rails, the city is literally falling to pieces. That when you see that S shield and you see that cape, you know it's going to be okay.
yeah.
That's what a superhero needs to be about. I said it the other day on Twitter. I think the whole deconstruction of the superhero has lasted 30 years too long.
Yep.
It was fine for the time. I don't mind. I mean, I like Dark Knight Returns. I like Watchmen. I'm not saying those are classics. I'm not saying they're not. But they should have just stayed there and not like fed. Superheroes need to be superheroes, right? I get Batman being dark and brooding. That's understandable. He's Batman. I mean, yeah, he's a billionaire and stuff, but he got kind of fucked over early in life, so you can see him being the way he is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
And things like Punisher.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You're gonna kind of your outlook on life is gonna be kind of messed up when the mafia like kills your fucking family. Like
Right. But everyone shouldn't try.
Mhm.
Every book shouldn't try to be Watchmen.
It shouldn't all be like dark, grimdark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay to have a little sunshine every once in a while. What was it? Gosh, I had a thing. You brought up Punisher, and it made me think about something else. No, it doesn't matter. But yeah, man, it's like like your book. You got a character trying to reclaim the family honor and stuff like that and shit like that. That's a good premise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the heart of it, it's really a father-daughter story.
There you
So,
go. And you look at you look at your character, just the way you have her drawn and carry herself and stuff. She's not a victim.
Nope.
She ain't playing no victim. She's going. You can tell she's going to like bust some balls and cut off some heads, and that's going to be great.
Yep. She's definitely gonna. I don't know about the first one, but she's definitely gonna cut off some heads.
Well, I say bust some balls as in that's a general
I know.
term.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've some of the people I hang out with,
Oh yeah.
they get
Mhm.
they get a little detailed sometimes.
Well, yeah, we saw Simon's work last night.
Yeah. So yeah, I just like to clarify. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding around, man.
Mhm.
It's it's been a long week.
Oh, trust me, I know.
So-
Yeah. Yeah, I had to take a what I call an old man night on Wednesday because my knee like buckled on me in the middle of the day and I just couldn't hardly walk on it. So I'm going to bed when I get home. I said maybe if I can walk tomorrow, I'll do the stream. So, but yeah, I know the feeling, man.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. But
Yeah, she's no man. She's even though she's just starting this journey, she's
mhm.
been trained by several different fighting masters over the years and all kinds of stuff. And plus,
Mhm.
she's like, I don't know, about 6 feet tall and about 160 pounds.
Mhm. So she is she's pretty stacked, as they say.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
tall. She's taller
And,
than
know-
Mike S. Miller. Who I've
And her
officially
dad's
started.
no punk.
Yeah, and I've officially started calling Mike S. Miller a manlet because he's 5'9". And Simon.
Is it that tall?
Yeah, right. I thought he was shorter than that, honestly. And then Simon said, "Well, I'm 5'9". I'm like, "Well, you're also a Canadian, so." Yeah, I was like, I told him and Mike the other night. I said it's okay. The day of the rake is delayed, so that's where America is just gonna have enough of Canada's crap and just rake them off the face of the earth.
Yeah, yeah. We need about 15 new states.
Yeah, all that land, all that oil, you know.
What was that?
Mike got he put himself in your containment.
Ah.
He was away too long.
Yeah, yeah, dude, when I grew up, I don't care what anybody says, the like the 80s, for example, the female characters were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they were cool, and they didn't need someone to come offend them or make them a victim so that they could be a badass. It's like,
Yeah, they just were a badass already.
yeah, they just were, and that's the type of character, the female protagonist, I like to write. So
yeah,
there's no, she doesn't need some guy to come tell her, remind her every 5 minutes she's a woman, and I'm not gonna.
Lamau women can't swords. Lamau women can't fight.
Right.
Speaking of, well, actually, no, completely unrelated. I had to dip out just for a little bit, just so I can go get a shower, because I was starting to get covered in that Mississippi cleavage sweat.
Oh no.
We talked about too many big women, and
that was the first thing that came up in my head, and I was like,
yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah, man, I just, because I grew up with, like, Ms. Marvel when the character was cool.
Yeah.
Freaking She-Hulk when she was good. Before, oh my gosh, what they have done.
Yeah, what happened?
It was.
Holy crap.
It broke my heart.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, like, I didn't like what Dan Slott did to her in his run, where he, and I don't mind, her being a lawyer, right? That's fine. What got me was like, going back to being, what do you call it? Going back to being like Jennifer Walters instead of, because the reason she was She-Hulk is because she liked being She-Hulk. She was the opposite of.
It was
Banner.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah, she said, I like being She-Hulk. It's cool. Because I think like Bruce was going to try to figure out a way to cure her. He said, I don't want to be cured.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
She gets like 80% of the power of the Hulk.
Yeah.
While having all of her fucking intelligence.
Yeah.
Sure.
And looking hot as shit. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
It's like, I'll buy that for a few dollars.
I know, right? And it's like, no, you can't have that. A what?
Yeah.
Okay. So we gotta make her look like, I don't know, freaking
Hulk
Bluto
Light
from Popeye.
Well, it's like Hulk Light, really. Just
yeah.
It's really weird, and it made her dumb too. Like when she's in Hulk mode, like she can think clearly, but she talks. She's just like, and so that makes no sense to me. It's like, wait a minute, that don't usually how it works. You don't like become a stunted moron, but you can think perfectly clearly when you speak. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's just. Because I remember when they saw, it was kind of like, you remember that, I think it was the episode of Family Guy where they were looking through, he was like, and they had a magazine, and he said, it's got a picture of, it was some hot chick from the 60s, and Peter's like, oh, her, huh? And he opens up, he goes, oh, that's a shame. That's She-Hulk right now. It's like, oh, that's a shame.
The last time, it's probably been, to be honest, at least 10 years since I bought a Marvel book.
Yeah.
But the last time I was in a comic store and looked at a Marvel book, it was pretty much like that. I looked
Mhm.
at the cover and I was like, "Hey, look at this!" And I opened it up and I was like, "Oh my god!" and put it right back down and went to where the DC books were.
Yeah. Yeah, Marvel can kind of fallen off for a while. It's just that it all caught up with each other, you know. It's like I haven't seen current She-Hulk. Mike, find me some pictures of current She-Hulk.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, you need to see this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Or you need to not see this, whichever the case may be.
Depending on your perspective.
I was actually looking this up, anticipating this question. I'm like, what does she look like? She's gray.
Well, no, they got a newer one now, and she's
Okay. I'll look at
yeah.
newerish.
She's green, but still, it's the idea is still that. I'm not gonna put that on the screen though, but
This is just not safe for work, so don't.
oh yeah,
But it's nice to see.
yeah, that's not bad.
Okay, let's go. I'll look up this newest She-Hulk because it's
That feel when you had a gamma power GF who can crush your head with her thighs. or the other way. Oh yeah. Dude, oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
Oh, there you go. Finally, Jesus. Yeah, you know what? Okay. I'll use this one. Tell me until you find the green one. But this is pretty much representative of what she looks like. If you didn't tell me that was Jennifer Walters, I wouldn't know that was Jennifer Walters. I would think that's another Hulk, like another Hulk altogether. You know.
Oh yeah, man.
would it have been done in about 2018? Okay.
Sounds about right. Yeah. 2018, 2019. That's like, yeah.
Yeah, I remember a couple months ago there was one making the rounds on Twitter, and we were just like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, it was because it's all distorted and weird looking. Like, look up She-Hulk during what's the name of the what's that latest thing that got something War of the Realms?
War of the Realms.
Yeah. Look up She-Hulk War of the Realms. You might be able to find
Okay.
a good picture from that.
War of the Realms variant She-Hulk versus a Minotaur.
Go get your copy of Ardanna now. Put the link in the chat, dude. He's like Simon. I give him a thing so he, gave him a wrench so he could like show your thing, and he's like showing his Twitter.
Well, he was asked for it, but still.
He's like, hey, I'll tell you what you can do. You can go and follow me on Twitter.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. I'm guessing
He found it.
You found it. Yep, there it is. That's the one. That's the one.
That is accurate to Whammon.
Yeah.
She-Hulk.
Yeah, don't you remember She-Hulk? A woman looking like this She-Hulk. Look at that. It's amazing.
That's so
Look at that.
unacceptable.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever you are, you're fired too.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna put that one in the chat because that's the best. That's the best one. There you go. Women are talking. Oh my god. You know what it looks like? It looks kind of like Andrew Huerta's art, except not good.
Right.
Because Andrew Huerta has a style.
God damn it.
Because Andrew has a style, and it looks good when he does it. Because it's his style, and
Yeah.
But this is like, I don't think anybody knew what they were doing.
Oh my god! No.
Yeah.
I think Piper's having a seizure.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, and this is her remembering how she used to look, or fighting a version of herself.
Oh my god!
What?
Who drew this?
No.
See, one of those She-Hulks looks pretty good.
The fuck am I looking at?
Everybody's like wilding out in the
You
chat.
were looking at
What the hell?
Avengers 20.
the modern marvelization of She-Hulk.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna
That's
go
what I
find
said.
some safe word palette cleanser She-Hulk, because god damn that is.
Yeah, find some old John Byrne She-Hulks. You know, like what was that one that he did? He just did an entire issue of her jumping rope naked.
Yeah.
but the rope.
I seen a gift.
But the rope is of
That's,
course like just is covering the naughty bits. So.
Right. I loved the John Byrne series.
Yeah, it was great.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was kooky, and she was like breaking the fourth wall before Deadpool was doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, because like on the cover, she would talk to the audience every issue. You know, like
Yep.
In this particular issue, if I remember correctly, they were trying to up sales, so they told her in order to get more sales that she'd have to jump rope naked.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I just put it on screen. That GIF. Hey, look, she had a female form. I know it's tough to. Oh yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
I
Some
just-
good palette cleanser.
You know, as someone who actually, you know, was a fan of the character,
Yeah.
it's so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's like it's either one or two things, right? It's either the art is okay, you know, pretty good, but then written poorly, or it's written poorly and the art is terrible. You know, there is no good writing. Let's just be honest. There's no good writing in Marvel.
No. I don't know.
Like this is a great her talking to the audience is okay. Now this is your second chance. If you don't buy my book this time, I'm going to come to your house and rip up all your X-Men.
Yeah.
And that was when the X-Men were like flying off the shelves. So
Oh yeah.
so that was like
here.
a legit threat. It's like, oh no, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like
Okay,
that. That's a good one too.
She's it's kind of hilarious. I mean, it's just like she realizes that she may not be as popular, but you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I admit that. What does it say? I admit the cover was nothing to do with the story this month, but I've got to do something to sell this book.
Yeah, I love that series. It was a good departure from the the other stuff I was reading, and plus they still used her seriously in other books at the time.
Yeah.
But that one was just kind of it's weird. That was during a time when kind of outside Marvel continuity would be a different, it would be unique.
Yeah.
Now, who the hell can make heads or tails of it?
Mm-hmm. When you got two major companies who are supposed to have 60 to 80 years of storytelling and stuff like that, and they still can't get it right.
Right?
I mean, isn't there supposed to be a guy that works at these companies? Like when they come up with this dumb idea, it's like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
Um,
And
hey guys, I want to make Batman a transsexual Satan worshiper. Um,
Uh-oh.
can we
In
put a
DC, they have that person.
yeah,
I swear they have that person.
yeah. But
You can use our toys, but you can't destroy them afterwards.
yeah, well, yeah. That's DC. DC does have that guy. He said these are ours. You can play with them, but they're still ours. You honor these characters. You know, you don't treat them like crap, kind of thing.
Yeah, unless
Right.
unless you're king.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you're like actually like Jim Lee, you know, and Jim Lee he can do whatever he wants these days. So
Or Bendis. As soon as I heard Bendis was coming on Superman, I stopped buying it. I'll pick it back up when he's gone.
I meant Scott King, but
I thought you meant Tom King.
I mean Tom King. I don't know. Whoever fucking broke the rules, it is breaking them a lot.
Oh, you mean the
It
guy who's
sucks.
putting his own neuroses on Batman? That guy?
Yeah.
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 Ugh.
But I'm a former
To be fair, though,
I'm a former combat veteran and CIA agent, and I was like, yeah, that's great, but you don't need to be like, you know, doing that to Batman.
Yeah.
please no to Batman. Please.
Please, Batman, please no.
It's like, I don't know. I wonder if these people even read this stuff sometimes. It's like, if Marvel came to me and said, "Hey Wyatt, we want you to write Moon," I would be like, "Well, you know what? I don't know the first damn thing about Moon Knight, but I'm gonna go find out."
Yeah. I would have
Not just, well, I'll just make up whatever the hell I want.
Mm.
You said he's a highly sought after pet groomer, right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. I mean,
In the
Great.
day.
We'll force the local comic stores to buy 40 copies of them.
Yeah.
mhm.
He's like, well, I only ordered 4. Why did I got 50? Shut up, man. You
50, isn't that what is that the issue they canceled Squirrel Girl with?
I believe so. Actually,
was
yeah.
it issue 50?
Yeah.
So now we know the cutoff. So now we know the cutoff on Marvel is like 49 issues of not making money.
Yeah. Xavier in the chat says, Moon Knight, attorney at law. All of a sudden, Moon Knight becomes Daredevil. It's like, what happened?
Oh, yeah!
Let's do it.
And then, and then Daredevil becomes a schizophrenic crazy man. Like, because I think that's
What
Moon
about
Knight's thing. Like Moon Knight's like highly
Yeah.
skilled at what he does. But he's also a schizo, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't know that much about him, but
It's like, because I remember seeing he was like in a Spider-Man cartoon one time, and he said something about, he was talking crazy about he gets his powers from the moon. He's just a guy, right? He's a really well-trained guy.
Right.
But he's talking about, the moon prism gives me the powers and blah, blah, blah. And, Spider-Man kind of had the cricket sound, like,
Yeah.
Don't you have the cricket sound, Piper? Could you? I thought you had that. There you go. Yeah.
There we go.
So it was just kind of funny. I was like, yeah, that's yeah. But the thing is, like, Moon Knight gets the job done. He's just insane, right? Like, oh no, It's not like, oh, Moon Knight's here. It's like, oh no, Moon Knight's here. Well, we'll just hope for the best. What's up?
That's why I always liked the question, because he was like, if 4chan was a person.
Right? Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's absolutely perfect. It's always conspiracy theories, and
He's Paul. He's walking Paul.
he's freaking walking pole. Yeah.
It's no face. I mean, it's perfect. Like he's
Yeah.
a non-even in person.
He was summed up perfectly in the Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah.
The two lines that get me every time was his first appearance in the show when he's helping out Supergirl because she's having bad dreams.
Yep.
And he goes, he said something like, he said, oh, come on. He said, I think it was Green Arrow says, he said, oh, come on. She might have had a weird dream because she ate some pizza before going to bed. And he went peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And she said, do you go through my trash? He goes, please. I go through everyone's trash.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I've been calling him 4chan the person for freaking years.
Not only that, he's also the Alex Jones of
Yeah.
of DC because
But not like that loud voice.
not the loud
like,
boisterous, but he
there.
did the conspiracy theories and things like that.
Well, yeah.
Because also in the show in Justice League Unlimited, he got captured and they were torturing him to try to get info out of him, and and he's just giving them random stupid stuff, And at one point he goes like the little plastic tips on shoelaces are called eyelets. Their true purpose is sinister. It says the reason they put fluoride in toothpaste is so the satellites can track us better. I was like, that's great. And that's like one of the funnier lines was like he was doing this thing, he was trying to figure out how to get into this place like a secure building, right? And he's looking like the keypad, and you're thinking like, how Batman would do it. I'm gonna dust it for prints and see which keys get matched the most and stuff like that. So it looks like he's doing that, and then he just grabs a potted plant and throws it through the window. I was like, well, there is the direct approach, and yes, Wei Yun was the question. That's an actual true statement. The what's his name? I forgot his name, but yeah, he did Wei Yun in Star Trek: Deep Space Nine. He was another character in Enterprise. He was like one of the Andorans or something. I can't think of his name. God bless. Jameson's on point right now. He's shilling the hell out of your project in the chat.
Nice, awesome, thank you, man.
Yeah. So he's got
Jameson for the win. Yeah, he said. I saw him say earlier that he said my comic's the first one he's bought in 20 years.
Nice.
So yeah, thanks for that, Jameson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jeffrey Combs. That was the guy's name. Jeffrey Combs. That's the guy's name. So, is anything else, folks? I think we've went off the reservation a few times already.
Don't worry. Yeah.
So let me ask you this
Come
before.
back to the reservation.
Yeah. So let me ask you this before we go. What's the future of Ardanna? What's going to be next after this?
Well, when I was originally working on the story, I probably worked on it, off and on for about 6 years, just putting the world and the characters and everything together. And my initial thought was that I might write it as a series of fantasy novels. And I got pretty far into the first one, maybe about halfway through writing it. And then I decided, you know what? Now's the time. I should go ahead and make a comic. And it would be so much more fun anyway. And yeah, I've got a lot planned. This is the beginning, and this will lead into the first major story arc. And yeah, there's going to be a lot coming. So yeah, we're already working on the next one. So everything's finished with this one except some of the lettering. But I mean, yeah, lettering doesn't take that long.
Yeah, especially if you got a good one. Yeah,
it'll be right. Yeah, and I got Eric Weathers. So
who doesn't?
Right.
I mean, honestly, it's like every book I've seen lately, it's like, and Eric Weathers doing the lettering. I was like, okay, that's I mean, you just at some point when it says lettering, you'll just like, you know who. You know who it is. Come on.
You know
who it is.
So yeah, there's a little of the lettering to finish up. Eric's on vacation right now. So I hope he's enjoying his vacation. Flying Fortress is doing great.
Apparently,
I'm well-deserved vacation.
I was told on the chat I'm not helping show the hot pictures, so I had to scroll down. And I will update the chat. Update the thing, so when people watch this later, they can, they'll have a link they can use in the description. So for that, I apologize.
And for everybody out there, last I looked, we were 50%. don't worry about that. That was probably my only major misstep in my eyes. We were going to have the book finished. It was going to come out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
If you make your funding goal something like, if you're going to do a flexible goal, you should make your goal low if you're going to come out with the book anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
in retrospect, I would have done it around 1,000, 1,500.
Just to get it to trend once it
Yeah, right. Once it
Mhm.
shows it's funded,
then
everybody.
it trends. Yeah.
Right, then it trends and you're good, and so I'm going to do that next time.
Yeah.
But
I've seen a lot of
yeah.
comics do that. Like they'll do the $1,000 goal just to immediately get it trending, kind of thing. I mean, even
Yeah.
Malin did it on his last book. He
Yep.
yeah. So, and
So,
he
yeah,
he knew it was going to cost more than $1,000 to make his book. But
Absolutely, yeah,
Yeah, so-
absolutely. So, so don't worry. Don't
Yeah.
let that scare you. If you back it, you're going to get it.
yeah, because it's flexible.
So-
It's not fixed. So
Yeah, right. It's just, if it doesn't hit the 100%, don't worry.
Mhm.
So,
but if it does hit 100%, I'm assuming it goes in demand when it finishes.
yeah, I'm going to let it go in demand.
Mhm.
If that happens, I'll probably let it go in demand until it needs to go to the printer because we're delivering in October no matter what. So,
Okay. So October is the hard delivery date on that.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep, October is for certain. So,
Alrighty then. Well, it has been a pleasure having you on tonight. I had a lot of fun. And
well, yeah, thanks for having me. I had fun too.
yeah, and like I said, we'll have you on again sometime soon. Just if you just want to come on and like chill and talk about some of the crazy topics we talk about on here. So
Yeah,
I might like have all
always-
three, like you, Mandy, and Simon on at the same time, just to have a good
Oh, that
time.
would be neat. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Call
Have
it,
the lady back on again.
I'm gonna start calling you. You'll be the next controversial group in Comics We'll call you the Triad. Y'all need a logo now. You can be Triad Comics.
Right.
I mean, you think about it, it kind of forms a triangle because you got Simon in Montreal, you got Mandy in Georgia, and then you got you in Texas, so it kind of makes a triangle.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
So yeah. See, I gave y'all
Yeah.
$1 million idea. Y'all better take it from me. But yeah,
man, that'd be a lot of fun.
yeah, man.
I'm sure they'd be up for it.
Yes, sir.
So-
Yes, sir. So yeah, we'll set that up sometime soon. And but anyway, tonight was fun. I want to get to. Honestly, there's some things I want to check out when I get off here. But and be sure to check out Ardanna issue 0 on Indiegogo. The link will be in the
Or we'll
description.
bully you.
Yeah, or we'll bully you. The link is in the description, and I will put it. Will be in the description, and it's also in the chat right now. So if you get a chance, go check it out, guys. We really appreciate y'all showing up tonight, and like I said, we'll see y'all next Monday. Y'all have a good one.
Bye-bye.